Welcome back to another solutions video provided by Imaging Spectrum. Today we're going to take a look at the Fuji DX100 and how to perform the initial ink charge. So when you get the printer, obviously there's no ink in there, and there is a process to getting this thing up and running before you're actually making prints. So believe it or not, we get quite a few tech calls where people don't read this quick start guide, which is when you open a printer, it's right on top. It's called the ink charging process. You can see here we got a brand new DX100. I've opened the ink bay doors right here. Also, I've already opened up the inks, each one of them, and lined them up. I've got yellow, sky blue, and cyan, which is matches the labels down here at the bottom of the ink bay. Same thing over here, pink, black, and magenta, and I've actually lined them up. They do come in a box just like this, and they come in a bag inside this box. Once you get the boxes open, you get the clear plastic cut off of it and thrown in the trash. This is what you're going to get. You're going to get a cartridge, and it has a bladder inside of it that holds the ink. First, and the most important thing, do not turn the machine on. Right, so open the bay doors, keep the printer off. Now at this point, your next step is going to be loading the inks. So I'm going to go ahead and load the inks. And you'll notice as I'm sliding these in, when you push, you can feel them lock into place, or see them lock into place, either one. I can feel it, you can see it. And also keep in mind, if you try to put one of the inks into the wrong bay, it won't lock into place. It'll just sit there and bounce back out. It won't lock. So if you get a lock, you're good to go. With all of our inks put in there, our next step is going to be to turn the machine on. And what that's going to do is that's going to start priming the lines on the DX100 printer. So basically it's drawing that ink up into the hoses and to the print head. And this process normally takes about 15 minutes. So during this process, there's going to be some lights blinking. Don't interrupt this process. If you interrupt it, then you could create yourself a service call. Also, another thing, I've seen this a couple times you want to keep in mind is the waste tank ships inside of the machine. So if you see this light on right here at the end, it looks like a little teardrop. If that light's on, just pull that maintenance tank out and push it back in and make sure that it's seated, because during the shipping process it could jiggle it loose. So now we got the inks in there. We're going to go ahead and close up the machine. Like I said, this process should take about 15 minutes or so. And the only thing you're going to have is the power plugged into it. You don't want any USB plugged into it yet, because once it primes the lines and it's ready, then you're going to turn the machine off, and then you're going to plug the machine in via USB to the computer. Okay, so after about 15 minutes, the machine's ready to go. You can see that we have a solid blue light. You'll notice that this orange light is still on under the paper roll icon. It's because we haven't loaded the paper yet, but solid blue lights means that the inks are ready to go. Please reference a video that we have on our website. It should be titled How to Load Paper into Your DX100. So now that that's ready to go, you can plug it into your computer now and start loading the driver. Anyway, if you have any questions, please call us at 1-800-342-9294 or visit us on the website at imagingspectrum.com.